Kim, good to see you as always. Today we are talking about 3 retirement risks that could cause you to run out of money, which is, of course, most retirees' number one fear. Life expectancies are at an all-time high. Today, a couple age 65 has a 50% chance of living beyond 90, which brings up our first risk. It is known as longevity risk.
Yeah, like you said, the number one concern that I hear from clients or people coming into our office is, will my money outlast my lifespan?
Mm-hmm.
Or will we run out of money? So like
Mm-hmm.
you said, longevity is a great thing, as long as you've got the health and the resources to back it up. So as you can see on the chart there, in today's world, a couple at age 65 has a 50% chance of one of them living beyond 90. I thankfully had grandparents with a lot of longevity. My grandma on my mom's side was just a few days shy of living to age 101. So she had
Mm-hmm.
over 30 years of retirement in her lifespan. And my grandparents on my dad's side, 97 and 96 when they passed 10 days apart. So longevity is a wonderful thing, but it definitely means we have to plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
And one way that people can plan for that is we have to think about the retirements of yesterday. You know, people had Social Security and they had the pensions that they knew were going to be there to
Right.
last them as long as they lived. Sometimes in today's world, since those pensions aren't out there, carving out a portion to go into an annuity that is, again, going to provide for that lifetime income can help hedge that fear of running out of money.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Risk number 2, you brought this up, Social Security. So possible changes to Social Security. It's very likely that benefits or qualifications will have to change. And I was surprised to learn that among those who rely on Social Security, that benefit makes up 50% of their income.
Yeah. So we always hear all the time, or if you ever looked at your Social Security statement, it's right there in front of you. Social Security, Medicare, they're underfunded programs. And it says right on the Social Security statement, changes need to be made in order for this system to be sustainable. So this is a fear for a lot of people. Now, what I will say to ease that fear is that we do believe that those changes are likely going to be made on younger generations, maybe such as myself, that have time to plan for that change. They'd be really, silly to make changes, drastic changes, I should say, to recipients who are reliant on them, because that's a quick way to get voted out of office. So still making sure that you're not reliant on Social Security to provide you with that baseline income, and having those other sources set aside to draw on from, that has to happen as part of your overall plan.
Mm-hmm. And the last risk, of course, we've been talking about it for years, it feels like, Kim, inflation. High inflation means simply you're going to have to use more of your retirement savings each year to maintain your quality of life.
Yeah, so we've been kind of forced to really take this seriously. Last couple of years, last year, inflation hit a 40-year high. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, it's a concern on everyone's mind, especially since it doesn't appear that this is going anywhere anytime soon. So a good solution to kind of fight this fear is to make sure, again, that you have a nice nest egg to draw off of as things do continue to increase. And it's important to say, just like I touched on a little bit earlier, longevity, that an annuity can be a good portion of the income. Equities almost has to be a portion of, your investments in retirement, because equity portfolio is going to be the best place to hedge long-term inflation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's so important to have all these pieces kind of, come
Mm-hmm.
together.
Mm-hmm. As we talk this through, Kim, it's clear that we all share a lot of concerns and fears about the future and our retirement. So is there anything that we should be doing right now?
Yeah, these are concerns that a lot of people have, and everyone's situation is so different that it's just important to be proactive. For example, if you're concerned about longevity and you're, 60 years old, waiting 20 years down the road to address it is not the best thing to do. So be proactive in that planning. Sit down with a professional, put a plan in place that takes all of these contingencies and factors them together.
Right. Well said. It is good news that we know about these risks so we can start acting on them today. So, Kim, if somebody
Absolutely.
wants to talk through these strategies with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, we'd be happy to sit down and have a conversation. All of our contact information is on our website, so I'd encourage you to go check it out, www.young-wm.com.
All right, Kim, thank you.
Thank you.